How's it going, fellers? We're out here. We're out at the shop. It's a Sunday. I've been kind of talking about this car that I've got that needs like a bunch of work, right? And if you watch my videos, then you heard about it in another video. But you guys are gonna be like, this thing's so dumb. And hey, I bought this thing at night. I bought it for cheap. I bought it for cheap. So it's got value. I can make some money on it. I was gonna drive it. I might still drive it a little bit. I don't know. She's got the old front end damage. Well, I mean, we're gonna put it together today. We're gonna mock up all the parts, get it all ready. And then I'm gonna go around the body, and it's a white car, so body damage isn't easy to see when you got a white car. So always remember that in pictures and such. Then we're gonna walk around, we're gonna find out what we wanna fix and what we don't wanna fix. I bought enough paint to paint the whole car, and we're gonna decide if are we gonna paint the whole car, or what are we gonna do, you know what I mean? So come on out and I'll show you guys the vehicle here. It is windy, so. Oh, don't mind the 57 and the 59 Impala here. Alright, here it is. Oh yeah. Check it out. It's a Honda Civic. She's a 4-door flavor. I got her locked up so the thieves don't steal on her. She's an auto, of course. Jesus. But yeah, she's I got a fresh set of hubcaps for it, and you know, we can knock that out. There's a lot of stuff. It's easy to fix, but there's a lot of it. It's all over the place. You know what I mean? The interior is clean. That's good. But here's the damage on her. Okay, she went right over the top of the frame rails here. But yeah, I'm gonna get it pulled into the shop and we'll take a closer look. Oh, of course the windshield's busted. Damn it. No, I haven't started it since I parked it here probably over a month ago, so I don't know if the battery's any good or... Oh! Oh, like a Honda always does. Oh, she's got the old Jackie Chan exhaust on her. That's how you know she's got 50 extra ponies, so... Alright, now we can get a little closer look on her. Now, notice the primer and the paint chipping all over the vehicle. That's how you know she's been painted on before, so that's just great. Got a nice old dent in the door here. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh. Oh, nice. The support bar is sticking out a little bit. That's fantastic. Oh, don't forget the little rust at the bottom. By golly, that door is straight. Now, it wouldn't be a Honda without some crinkling on the roof. That's fantastic. Oh, there's a dent there too. That's great. Why not? Oh God. All right, so I've got a fender, a hood, a bumper, and see if I can get this thing open. She's jammed up on a guy. Oh yeah, she's got no hood prop. Dang it. Luckily I do got my hood prop 9000 here. Hood holder upper. Like I said, full Jackie Chan exhaust. That's 150 horsepower, maybe 180. Now this headlight does work, so this is a fine piece of equipment here. I don't think many people understand that this headlight works just fine. And I'd zip all down the road and police would just say, howdy feller, clearly you have 2 headlights. I ain't gonna bother you. See that? She had headlights, and she even had both blinkolators, if I remember correctly. See? Oh yeah, she's fully legal, fellers. All right, so a lot of you guys are probably like, what the hell? This thing's ruined, you know? Look at that. It's all smashed up on the inside there. Well, that's not too big of a deal. I'll show you guys the part I have. Got this down at the old scrap yard. Ding, ding. All right, so we'll go bzz, bzz, bzz. Get her all zapped in there. And then we'll install the new hood. Make sure she latches, because see, this thing's got to be pulled forward a little bit. But it really ain't too bad. So soon I'll just put you down on the tripod and you can watch me do it in the time lapse at super fast speed. But this motor's been changed on, I believe. It's this is an LX, which gets the power windows and the power locks and stuff like that, but it does not get the old VTEC. And this is a Y8 motor, and I believe the LX came with a Y7. That's why this is a Y8 motor with a Y7 intake and a bunch of other Y7 goodies, which is just fantastic. I love other people's projects. No, I'm joking. But I mean, it's done decent, you know. The average person wouldn't know. But I was told the original owner ran the old motor low on oil. She blew up. Then they had some Johnny put this thing in. I assume the Johnny had this motor laying around. He's like, oh, dude, I'm going to make a killing. I'm just going to use my long block Y8. Put all our Y7 parts on. Bleep blooper in there. And they'll be, and we'll send it. And that's what they did, and it works fine. So, I guess whatever. This pisses me off. That's going to cost me money to replace. Let's see if it's been replaced on before. It kind of looks like those are non-factory seals. Yeah, okay, so she's been replaced on before, so that doesn't bother me as much. Without further ado, I think we're just going to hop right to it and get started on this guy. Alright guys, I don't really recommend trying this at home. I've got a 7-inch wheel and I think what it's a 4.5-inch angle grinder. Sometimes you just got to get the job done. I am gonna wear safety glasses for this one, I'll tell you that much. The safety squint won't stop this large. Won't stop large chunks of disc from going into your eyeballs. But yeah, so we're basically just gonna cut this front corner off here. Also, don't shoot your sparks over towards the 5-gallon jugs of flammable fluids. Problem solved. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave this here. I had to cut that without chopping into the radiator right there. If you ever do this, you know, and you got to cut a piece, always cut more than you need. I know I'm not going to end up cutting all the way back here, so I think I'll leave this part of the support on the factory part of the car right here. And we'll leave all this, pull this forward. We'll get rid of this or knock this all straight. Probably get rid of some of it since I have a lot of it there, and we'll just weld in what we need to weld in. I'm gonna end up welding that back on, so sue me, you know, it'll be safe. I don't know why it's broken. It's like broken from a previous accident or something, you know. What's at that angle? I don't know. There's something funny with it. None of my business. Yeah, as long as my bumper fits and this is in place, You never want to get rid of these. Don't be a fool. You know, don't get rid of that. That's obviously what ties you into the front two frame rails here. Without that, this whole motor's just going through the firewall basically. All right, let's get back to it. I'm gonna knock this radiator support forward. I'm gonna finish cutting out the stuff here that I need to cut out. I'll knock this a little bit straighter here. Alright, so we got the rest of this cut out. We got all the stuff cut out that we want. We got the front straightened out. So the radiator can come forward and sit where it needs to sit. All this kind of comes forward. Next, what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll just with a Sharpie, I'll mark this piece where I want to cut it. And I'll cut it and I'll drag the welder over here and I'll tack it in. And then I'll start mocking up. That needs to be tapped down. And I'll start mocking up the body parts. I gotta get these bent ass hood hinges off. That one's even more mangled. Install the new hood, click it into place, make sure it aligns with this fender, and then I'm probably going into too much detail. And then I'll get this fender in the headlight. I'll mock it all up while it's just tacked, and then I'll zip it all in with the welder. And then we'll grind it out and we'll paint it so you didn't know nothing happened. All right, well, let's get to it. Alright guys, I'll kind of show you where we're at here. We got the hood on. We got the fender on. Let me check out my hood prop 9000. This gap, we just got to finish with this gap here. Getting it to not be so stupid there. That's passable. This side's like perfect. Fits pretty good. Aftermarket parts. Should be, yeah, I'll be able to pull that forward and get that gap correct. Now these hood pulls always break off. Now this guy's got the best idea I've seen yet. Most people will put a pair of vice grips here. This guy's got a tap handle. And that's serious. I mean, are you serious? This generation Civic's just known to snap that part off every time. They just get like gummed up and then the plastic just ain't strong enough. Our hole's aligned there. She's touching in there at the back. So this will all get knocked into place, you know, when I weld it, but I mean, she's looking pretty good. Come on, yeah, one-handed. Yeah. I mean, essentially something like that. You know, you get the idea. But yeah, she's coming. She's real close. Tie this in here. But yeah, I mean, you saw it this morning. But I'll tell you what, it's lunchtime, so a guy's gonna go get a sandwich, and we'll get back to it. actually might need to come up a little bit. In fact, I'm almost sure it does. This right here needs to come up. Ouch. All right, now we'll test fit a few things. Got my used headlight. There's a bulb stuck inside, so I'll probably just have to throw this in the trash. Great. Alright guys, we got the front end of this thing mocked up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It only takes 1 second. And there will be probably a part 2 and a part 3 of this thing. I think we're going to fix like that back door. And God, maybe we'll fix the rust. I might try to find some patch panels and just see if we can zip them in like that, you know. Because doing, you know, body filler with that stuff, it's just, number one, it's not the right way to do it. Not that I care on this car, but it sucks, man. It sucks. But here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Looks pretty solid. There's no like bolt here or anything. I just zip tied it because I'm gonna park her outside. But I mean, compared to what it was, right? I mean, she's all put together. There's a little bit of a fitment issue right here that I'll deal with. I'll deal with when we paint. You know, she's not perfect. But the gaps are pretty solid. That one might be a little bit bigger than I'd like, but I don't care. And then, like, you know, it's an aftermarket hood, it's an aftermarket fender. God knows what's causing it. If it's the fender, if it's the hood, if it's the body, I don't know. It looks fine. It looks fine for what we need on this guy. But yeah, there she is. So stay tuned, guys. Like the video if you liked watching this. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about these types of videos. I've got lots more projects coming up. I mean, they're just endless. This aftermarket bumper doesn't fit great, you know, like look at this. Kind of pisses me off. That's okay though. Parts are cheap. But yeah, stay tuned for the paint on this car. We'll probably just paint the whole car, okay? I got my paint booth now, which is kind of nice. But it's just so, like, you know, it's such an ugly bastard that I think we'll paint the mirrors, paint the handles, paint the trim. There's a dent in that door. There's rust. There's paint chipping all over the place. So I think we're just going to paint the whole car. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. You know what it is. This is Lars, Stunt Bike Central, soon to be something else. I have no idea. If you got an idea for the channel name, drop it in the comments. I appreciate it. But yep, that's it, guys. See you next time. Stay tuned for more Civic stuff if you care. Peace.